Act 1-6. This will be the second time I've done this because I messed up. This is Hammer. We're going to be meeting up with Coltrane and using the eponymous Hammer of Dawn. I don't really recommend doing what I'm doing right now because the Hammer Burst at this range is still the Hammer Burst, and Cole can sometimes do this for you, but on Insane he'll probably go down. I just talked about a bunch of shit that was really important and I can't even remember what it was, so probably not going to hit on the same topics, which is frustrating, but what can you do? So right here, whenever the game checkpoints, on this PC version, occasionally it can get a little bit choppy like that, where it stutters, but it never stutters during gameplay, which is really nice. And I think it's just because of the instability of the Games for Windows Live version of the game. And you might be wondering, Chris, why aren't you playing the Ultimate Edition? I think the Ultimate Edition looks like shit. I don't like how it looks. This game looks so beautiful to me. It has such a great aesthetic. It is literally Gears of War. Everything about it just exudes Gears of War. And what the Coalition did was really nice. They made a very beautiful imitation, but it's just an imitation, guys. It is not Gears of War, that game. It looks like it, but it isn't it. Like, this game is it. So that's why I chose this version, because it's my favourite. Like, even the grenade throws in Ultimate Edition are different when you throw them from the hip. There's so many things they've changed. It triggers me on a fundamental level, so... But this is the Wretch Corridor. New players have a lot of trouble here. Traditionally, you want to use a weapon that can melee, because it's a one-hit kill melee, and you don't want to use the Hammer Burst. But I wanted to use the Hammer Burst and shoot them, because I'm stupid, and I like doing silly things. But the shotgun will suffice here, and the spawns are very predictable. There's a group of them at the back that can jump on the roof in that where they spawn, and then after you kill them and they stop, they come from the other side. And then this part right now is footage of me destroying the Fiction. The entire fabric of Gears of War lore just came crumbling down as surely as if VatiVedia had written it on Reddit off Reddit himself. So I'm using a Hammer of Dawn indoors. I've broke the game. All the satellite bullshit, all the open sky nonsense can't be used indoors. Completely broke the game. I'm using it indoors. So what's your excuse now, Baird? Why doesn't it work? But this was the part where I completely lamented in the fourth game how there's no hammer and how I wish there was hammer. And if the reason for no hammer is going to be Fiction based, then you're a retard, because why would you want to have boring weapons just to adhere to a really shitty storyline? I don't get that. If you can build an army of DBs that will inevitably betray you and become the bad guys of the franchise going forward, you can build a fucking satellite and give me a Hammer of Dawn. It's so contrived. But this room right here has another Cedar. So you want to hit the Cedar twice with 2 full bursts of the hammer, kill him. And this room also has some grubs and some wretches, but my team was really good here, so they were killing the wretches. Something to bear in mind, the Hammer of Dawn has the worst melee attack in the game. In the multiplayer, it took 3 punches to knock people down, where conventionally it should take 2. So never ever melee with the Hammer of Dawn, it's not worth it. Always change to the snub, and you will get the proper melee damage. But I was just pretty much lamenting how much I love the hammer, because it's a very tricky weapon to use. It's not immediately obvious what the best way to use it is, and there are a lot of people that don't like it because they feel like it's intermittent and that it doesn't work right. But then if you put it in the hands of the right people, they can make sweet music with this, and that's essentially what I was saying. 2 wretches here, so punch them down. Be careful with the wretches, because how they work in this game, guys, is they do a jump attack that can register 2 quick hits, because when they land they can swipe, and if they hit you twice in a row in the right succession, you're dead. So if 2 wretches jump at you at the same time and they both clock hits, when they land, if you do not roll, you will die. Because it's one of those weird things. Like, the double hit only counts as 1, but it will put you to 1 hit away from death. But 2 separate individual hits and it's game over on Insane. The room coming up here, you can throw a grenade on the left-hand side and hopefully the drone will run this way. If he doesn't, restart the checkpoint. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill him with the grenade, then I'm going to back up and pick up the grenade that I passed over. And once again, you're not going to see me picking up ammunition in between the fights, but I'm definitely doing it. It's the only way to move forward. How I'm going to be playing for the rest of the game is I'm going to be prioritising having a full stock of grenades if I can. I'm going to carry 2 power weapons at all time if I can, because it just makes it way more interesting and it enables me to do things you simply can't do with a Lancer. So look forward to that, because carrying a sniper and a boom shot for the entire game can definitely lead to some interesting setups, and I'm really excited to share them with you. But thank you for watching, and you take care now.